So this was something I was thinking about earlier this week and thought I would share it with you. By the 1910s, the Western Union Company was doing 100 million telegrams a year and was well on the way to making the business a more social medium. But still, there were problems. Women, for one, were mostly scared shitless of the company. It seems the telegram had come to stand for your dad dying or your kid being killed in the war. They had, as we say in the media business, a brand problem. Which is why, 93 years ago today, Western Union launched the great Mother's Day promotion of 1916. They were taking a lot of risks. As the New York Times reported at the time, they had hoped to come out with a special envelope that said, "This is a Mother's Day telegram," but that was too expensive, so the messenger boys were instructed to say, "Madam, this is a Mother's Day message," and officials hoped that this precaution would not be necessary in coming years. Now, surprisingly, the biggest limitation of the medium, it was expensive to use a lot of words, wasn't a problem. People adapted, enjoyed it, made a game of it. An extensive code was developed for how to say things succinctly, which perhaps explains why today people just love talking like this. Who needs the semantic web when we can get people to talk in code? Evidently from Doc Searles to Julia Allison. Now, this got me to thinking. Western Union caused a fair amount of hazarai with just a couple 100,000 messages a day. But Twitter is already 21 times bigger, and there's no end in sight. I started worrying, what are we going to do? And then I saw a ray of hope. Last week, a meme broke out on the internet about a personal brand assistant. The idea is someone who could do all this tweeting and stuff for you. I was so encouraged, I immediately wrote a job description and posted it on Craigslist. And they tore it down faster than you could take terms of service. I put it up on my blog, and I'd like to just share it with you today because perhaps you could find someone. Wanted. It actually says, personal brand assistant. Can you make this brand fabulous? Wanted, someone with unique talents and drive to help build one of the most important brands of all, me. The brief, in order to be me, to do a really good job of being me, I need to tweet, blog, respond, post pictures, and engage with the market 27 hours a day. You see the problem. Now, in the age of television, being me was a relatively mindless thing to do. No longer, and that's where you come in. Now that I realize that I'm a brand, the matter of brand development, search engine optimization, beating the competition, and looming large in the Lumosphere has become of utmost importance. As personal brand assistant, you'll be a key contributor to the team that is the digital me. You report on parties and post embarrassing photos. Respond to events in technology and media in real time while minting status updates in Facebook. You'll make my Twitter friends feel special because they are special. And you'll help ensure that my 2,100 Facebook friends have a friend. One that cares, listens, is authentic. And because authenticity is so important in this era of social media, you'll receive ongoing training on the finer points of being me. Training that will serve you well for the rest of your life, even offline, whatever that is. You'll work in programming, content development, and partnerships, helping to ensure that I not only don't forget to eat breakfast, but I remain relevant to today's audiences and delight sponsors. Over time, you'll drive strategy, monitoring the blogosphere 24/7, refreshing and refining the brand to meet the changing tastes and requirements of my followers. Is all this necessary, you ask? As necessary as the air we breathe. Vital for our species development. You know, a couple 100 million years ago, humans didn't even exist. All we had was Homo erectus. He walked, but didn't friend. 500,000 years ago, human beings were born. Homo sapien, man the wise, just like your parents. But today, you, I, all of us are beyond that. Today, we are all individual brands, connected, in need of brand management and ongoing global engagement. Homo brandus, man brand. Only we're evolving so quickly we can't quite do it alone, which is why I look forward to interviewing you as my personal brand assistant. Thank you. Now, if you go to my blog and look at this, a fight broke out after that. Yossi piped in and said, we can't do this with people. We're going to have bots bots that do this for us. And Yossi even prescribed the name of his new company, I Seek Me. I then responded and realized that multitasking is no good, and I said, you know, Yossi, thank God that Watson and Crick discovered not only DNA, not only do we have RNA, we have API. And I look forward to the day that we can write to the human API, and some organ can friend into it on for us, and we can get on with the business of going to Kinnernet. Thanks.